welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. So today I'm going to be doing the punk edit makeup trend. This kind of started going around YouTube. I saw Shane and Rylan do it, I saw James Charles, I saw Nicole Concilio, and I think even Jenna Marbles and Julian, I think they did it as well too. So it's not like a huge trend that everybody started doing, but it definitely is something that I definitely saw a few famous artists doing it, so I thought it'd be a lot of fun to try it out. I really like this because it's definitely out of my comfort zone. I never dressed like this. I almost hit that stage in middle school because I was just shopping at Hot Topic all the time. I definitely spent all of my savings there, especially like on the GER t-shirts. That's definitely where a lot of my money went to. And you know, I love listening to Evanescence and Panic! At the Disco, so I almost hit this stage, but not quite. Also, I hope you don't mind, I did have to rush a little bit with the tattoos and the makeup, just a smidge, just because I am going to pick up my little brother, and then my family and I are going to see a movie. We're actually seeing Black Panther finally, and we're also going to be going out to dinner, and so I couldn't really wear this out, so I did have to hurry a little bit, but I hope it looks good. I'm really happy with how it looks. Also, I do know that I'm wearing the septum piercing in the wrong spot, but that's fine. I didn't like the way it looked right here, so it's fine, don't worry about it. So anyways, if you guys want to see how you can achieve this punk edit makeup look, just keep watching. Hey guys, so to get started, we're going to be taking our NYX Photo Loving Primer and just applying that all over our face before moving on to foundation. I'm taking my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation in medium sand and just applying that all over with a large buffing brush. For my concealer, I'm taking my NYX HD Concealer in the color Fair and applying that to the areas that I want to highlight, so that would be under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, under my cheekbones, chin, cupid's bow, forehead, and temples. We're going to let that set for a bit, and while we do that, we're going to fill in our eyebrows and take our Smashbox 24-hour primer and go ahead and prime our eyelids before taking our ColourPop concealer brush and just blending out all of the concealer from earlier. This actually happens to be one of my February favorites because it is so amazing. If you don't like beauty blenders or you don't like the fact that you have to clean them all the time, I highly recommend getting this brush because it is so affordable, and in my opinion, I think it works better than a beauty blender, so I think you guys should definitely check that out. Next, you're going to be setting that by taking your Airspun translucent powder and a dry Morphe sponge, and I'm just going to be letting this bake for a bit while we move on to our eyeshadow. To start off, I'm going to be taking my Lorac Mega 3 Pro palette, and I'm going to be taking Snow and just highlighting my brow bone. You're also going to want to go ahead and blend this out as you go as well. Next, we're going to be taking Mist and just lightly applying that into the crease using a fluffy brush, once again making sure to blend that out before moving on to Glacier. I'm only going to be applying this to the outer and inner corners of the eye, and we're going to deepen that by taking Deep Fog. It's okay for it to be a little messy because once again we're going to be going back into it later to make sure that it is blending out nicely. Next, we're going to be taking Licorice and applying that right over Deep Fog and just once again kind of building up that color, blending it out, and then we're going to deepen it up even more by taking Black and once again deepening it. You can also apply a little bit into the crease, but you just want to make sure that you're blending it out nicely so that you don't have any harsh lines. Next, we're going to be taking this nice metallic blue color, and this is from our Morphe 35B palette, and we're just going to be applying that to the very center part of the lid, making sure to blend it out on top, and also going back over it with some black eyeshadow to make sure that the colors correlate nicely, and once again, you want to make sure that you're blending that out. Once you're done with that, you want to make sure to go ahead and brush away any excess translucent powder before we go back into Mist and applying that to our lower lash line. We're also going to be going back into Glacier and applying that only to the outer and inner corner of the lower lash line, and we're going to deep that up by taking Deep Fog in Black and also applying that to the same areas as the outer and inner corner of the eye. For the very center of the lower lash line, we're also going to be taking that metallic blue again. Taking my Too Faced Cocoa Contour palette, we're then going to start off by contouring our face. I'm just going to be applying this to the areas that I want to create a shadow. So this is going to be the forehead, the cheekbones, my chin, and my nose as well. We're also going to add some Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer just to really give that sun-kissed kind of look because I currently don't have a tan. We're going to be taking this custom MAC palette and we're going to be taking this pretty light pink shade and just adding some nice rouge to our face. Next, we will be taking our NYX Bright Idea highlighter. This is in Lavender Lust, and we're going to be applying that to the highlights of our face. So this is our cheekbones, our cupid's bow, our nose, and our temples, making sure to blend that out using our fingers. Then we're going to be taking our NYX Holographic Halo in Arctic Crush and applying that right over top. This is going to add a nice blue tint to the purple highlight, and I feel like they complement each other quite nicely, especially when the light touches it. Then we're going to be setting that cream highlight by taking our NYX Duochromatic highlighter in Twilight Tint in Snow Rose and just applying that right over top. We're also going to be applying that highlight to the inner corner of our eyes as well. Next, we're going to be taking our NYX Epic Ink Liner and just creating a nice, bold cat eye. I actually made this thicker and larger than I usually would, and I even brought it down to my lower lash line as well and definitely pointed it towards the inner corner of the eye. We're then going to be taking our L'Oreal Focus Me eyeliner in charcoal and tightlining our lower and upper waterlines. Before moving on to the lips, I'm going to be taking my NYC eyeliner in the navy and just outlining my lips with this before we go in with my Maybelline Bold lipstick, and this is in Midnight Blue. Now, I actually didn't recommend taking out the lip ring while doing this because I took it out and then I put it back in, and I don't know, I made a mess of it. I don't have a lip ring, so I wouldn't know. If anyone has a lip ring, put in the comments down below what you would recommend for people to do, because I was kind of just making a mess of my lips and I had to keep going back in and fixing it. So yeah, comments appreciated. We're then going to prep our eyelashes by curling them and then take our Tarte Tardiest mascara and just sweeping that through our eyelashes. Next, we're going to be taking our NYX eyeliner again, and we're going to be creating the illusion of a piercing. So I'm just doing that on one eyebrow, and I'm also going to be creating a star tattoo under the opposite eye. For lashes, I'm taking my Kiss number 11 lashes, and I'm just going to be applying that to my lash line. Then I'm going to be creating some tattoos. So I decided to do some rather simple ones. If I had planned in advance for this look, I actually would have bought some online because the tattoos that you can buy from Nigel's are actually amazing and they're what you use for movies. So I actually would have given myself like a full sleeve, neck tattoos, all of that stuff. So in this case, I just kind of went with it. So I was creating an Aries tattoo, and what you want to do is you kind of want it to bleed into your skin a little bit more because tattoos over time do tend to kind of have a faded look to them, and so I just definitely wanted to kind of create that illusion, and I ended up using some black eyeshadow later and just went over the eyeliner, and it definitely gave that faded look, and it just looked really, I guess, as real as possible. So I decided to create the Aries constellation. I created some, tacky little birds on my neck, and I also created a huge flower. And this one was definitely, I'm not an artist at all. Like, I like makeup a lot, but when it comes to drawing, I'm really horrible at it. So it kind of came down to just adding some black eyeshadow for some shadows, and that kind of helped make it look a little bit more realistic. But let's be real, a tattoo artist would be quite disappointed in my abilities, or lack thereof. And that is the completed look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below what you'd like to see next. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!